Good morning, everyone. This is Charalambos Pissouros, Senior Analyst at IronFX, bringing you the morning comment for the 9th of August. Bank of England hawk Ian McCafferty says more easing is likely to be required. Overnight, Bank of England policymaker Ian McCafferty stated that if the economy slows in line with the initial survey signals, then more easing is likely to be required. He noted that the bank rate could be cut further and that quantitative easing could be stepped up. However, he also said that the bank should follow a gradual approach in its response, given that post-referendum data are still limited. The pound fell following McCafferty's remarks, possibly because he is a well-known hawk within the Monetary Policy Committee who also dissented the August decision to introduce additional QE, though he did vote for a rate cut. His comments suggest that even the most hawkish Monetary Policy Committee members are open to further easing if the data are broadly in line with the bank's inflation report forecasts, and hence make further easing seem more likely. Considering the bank's easing bias, the short-term outlook for the pound remains negative in our view. Down the road, we believe that slowing investment inflows to the UK in coming months could cause the nation's current account deficit to widen further, something that could add even more pressure on sterling. In China, the CPI for July ticked down as expected, while the PPI fell again, but at a slower pace than expected. Despite the slight slowdown in the CPI, we believe that the less than expected slide in the PPI is likely to alleviate some pressure from the People's Bank of China to ease again in the foreseeable future. As for today, during the European Day, the most noteworthy release may be the UK National Institute of Economic and Social Research GDP estimate. This estimate will cover the 3 months from May to July and will be closely watched as it will cover for the first time post-referendum activity. In its previous estimate, the Institute noted that while April saw a large expansion in GDP, growth stagnated in May and likely contracted in June. This suggests that as April's number drops out of the 3-month calculation, this estimate is likely to show a notable slowdown, especially if July is another month of contraction. Such a slowdown could bring the pound under renewed selling pressure. We also get the nation's industrial production for June. Given that these are mostly pre-referendum data and that post-vote indicators have started to be released, we believe that investors and policymakers are likely to view IP for June as outdated. The UK trade balance for June is coming out as well. In Germany, the trade balance for June has already been released and showed that the nation's surplus narrowed somewhat. In the US, the NFIB Small Business Optimism for July and the preliminary unit labor cost index for the second quarter are coming out. In Canada, housing starts for July are expected to have declined from the previous month. We have no speakers scheduled on today's agenda. For more information, including technical analysis, please read the full comment on ironfx.com or download our app and get all the information you need to trade. Also, you can follow us on Twitter, like us on Facebook, subscribe to our YouTube channel, or circle us on Google Plus to get more trading ideas. This is Charalambos Pissouros, Senior Analyst at IronFX, wishing you solid trading.